Hey guys, it's Danica with DC Woodworks, and I'm going to show you how to turn a plain wall to a kick-ass feature wall in just a day.
My favorite part about this project is it's super cost effective and you only have to buy half of the square footage. Now you can go ahead and rip down your boards to the width that you like. I bought 8-inch boards, which are actually 7 1/4, so that allows me at 3 1/2 inches wide to have 2 boards for every piece of what I bought.
Got all your pieces ripped down to the width you want them. I raised my table saw blade to 2 inches. That way I can run it through once this way, flip it over and run it through that way, and there's not as much strain on the saw. And a piece that looks identical this way but is half the width this way. So you're actually going to only buy half of the square footage you need because you can turn one board into 2.
If you're going to be putting your boards on straight, then you can skip this part, but if you're going to be doing a herringbone pattern like I chose to do, then you're going to choose how many arrows you like and then divide your wall into twice that many spaces. So for example, my wall was 120 inches wide and I am doing 3 arrows in my herringbone. So I have to divide the 120 into 6 sections because each arrow has 2 parts. The herringbone pattern is a little bit more difficult, so I do suggest drawing it out on paper before you go ahead and section out your walls. Now you need to level directly straight up to the ceiling. Make sure your lines are very visible. This is where your arrows are going to meet and you're really going to want to see them. The beginning of this pattern is a little bit tricky, so just take your time cutting, and once your triangle has reached the outer lines, you can go ahead and cut like 50 pieces because each piece going forward is going to be the exact same size until you reach the top of your wall. If you're doing a multi-dimensional color, I do suggest staining it beforehand. That way you can play with the colors of the pieces once they're going on the wall and you don't have to worry about taping anything off once it's up. That gets messy. Now that you've got a good start, you are good to go to just finish all the way up to the top. Make sure that your angles are on a 45 degrees and that they're going the exact same way, so they're parallel with each other whatever length you do decide to make your triangles at. I also realize I've been calling this a herringbone pattern throughout the whole video, but I'm not sure if it's chevron or it's herringbone. Anyway, it's just pretty, that's all I know. Getting it completely straight at the top is a little bit tricky, so just take your time measuring down from the ceiling. Measure twice, cut once, have some patience, and you'll be fine. Now that you've got a kick-ass wall, your naps are going to be better and you're not going to want to leave your bedroom. You are welcome. Make sure to click subscribe, find me on Instagram at DC_woodworks, and let me know if you were able to complete a feature wall with this video. Bye guys!